right, exciting. This is Mula Bandha Challenge. And my name is Vivian Wolf. This is day one. We're going to do nine separate days of this Mula Bandha Challenge. So Mula Bandha, if you don't know, translates to root lock. And it's a key component to pelvic health, especially when you are experiencing the adventure that is perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause. So real simple, we're just going to do a very short practice, and we'll revisit this practice in a week or so to see how things are going. So this practice today focuses on building awareness and alignment. So that's what we're going to focus on today. So we're going to start actually laying down. So let's go ahead and get to that point. So you can just lay down. You can do this laying on your bed if that feels good. You can lay on the floor. But we're just going to start real easy here. Taking just a moment. You can have the legs long. You can have the feet planted. Let the arms rest. Maybe it feels nice to have the arms at the sides, palms up. Maybe it feels nice to place your hands on your pelvis. Let the elbows rest on the mat. And just take a few long breaths and allow yourself to settle down a little. Noticing where in your body you feel your breath. Noticing the connection between your body and the surface below you. Observing here how your pelvis feels. So noticing its connection to the mat, to your legs. And without changing or fixing, there's nothing to change or fix, but noticing here if it feels like it's tilted one way or the other way. Noticing if you feel more pressure or more relaxation on right side or left side. Good. And then if it feels okay, pull your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little hug here. Maybe it feels good to rock the knees forward and back a couple of times. Maybe it feels better to rock side to side. Maybe it feels nice to do all of that and make little circles with your knees. Let's go one way a few times and then go the other way a few times. And then let's take both knees over to the left and open the right arm up if that feels okay. You can always keep your hands on your body if that's more comfortable. If your right shoulder is has a lot of distance between it and the mat, then you might want to consider keeping the hands on the body just so you don't have to overstrain that shoulder. We'll just stay here a few more breaths. And with your next inhale, just gently pull those knees back up, come back to center. Nice and easy. And then with your next exhale, just take the knees over to the right, spinal twist on the other side, knees high or low, whatever feels better. Keeping this very gentle. Arms stretch out or keeping the hands on the body. Good, good, good. Very gently inhale, pull those knees back up. And then we're going to bring those feet down onto the mat. Bring your feet in line with your hips. And you want to feel nice and stable here. We're going to do a sequence called the pelvic clock. And so the hands can just rest at the sides if that feels okay. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Visualize a round clock face with the numbers around the perimeter. Really see this clock face. Give it some characterization. So maybe the disc itself is white or cream or whatever color sounds good to you. And notice the font of the numbers that are around the perimeter. And when you really have seen this clock face, I want you to place it face up on your pelvis so that the number 12 points at your feet. The number 6 points towards your face. And that means the 3 o'clock is on your right side. The 9 o'clock is on your left side. Taking just a moment here to really feel and see this pelvic clock laying over your pelvis. And then we're going to do some movement with this pelvic clock. So keep this visualization, keep your eyes closed. All of this movement is very small and very subtle, not intense. We're not going for maximum effort. We're going for sensation. So just start very gently by tilting your pelvis towards that 12 o'clock, just enough that you start to feel that tilt. And hold it here just for a breath, tilt it into your 12 o'clock. And with your next exhale, just release back to a neutral place. And then start to tilt your pelvis into 6 o'clock. So the opposite way. Again, not very big, just enough that you feel it. And with your next exhale, just release. And now we're going to tilt back and forth. So just follow your breath as you inhale, tilt your pelvis to the 12 o'clock. And then as you exhale, tilt to 6 o'clock. Inhale, 12 o'clock. Exhale, 6 o'clock. We'll do one more round. Inhale to 12. Exhale to 6. And then just release back to neutral. Pause here and observe what that feels like. Good, good. And now just breathing naturally, let's tilt our pelvis over to 3 o'clock, over to the right side. Again, it doesn't have to be very big, just enough that you feel that tilt. And then as you exhale, release back to neutral. Take your pelvis now to tilt to 9 o'clock. Again, very small movement. Exhale, release. Good. Now we're gonna tick-tock between those. So as you inhale, tilt to 3 o'clock. Exhale, tilt the pelvis to 9 o'clock. Inhale to 3. Exhale to 9. One more. Inhale to 3. Exhale to 9. And then release. Pause here. Just observing what it feels like. We're going to do one more thing with this pelvic clock. So just follow along with me. Let your breath be full and easy. Soften the gaze or close the eyes and just visualize here. So we're going to go around the clock. So start with your 12 o'clock. Tilt your pelvis to your 12 o'clock. And now move to 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4, 5, 6 o'clock, 7, 8, 9 o'clock, 10, 11, 12 o'clock, release. We're going to do one more. So just notice what this feels like. And then when you're ready, tilt your pelvis to 12 o'clock. And now take it to 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 o'clock, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 12 o'clock, release, back to neutral. Take a breath here and just notice what this feels like. Good, good. And then just tilt on over to one side or the other, just not coming into a little fetal position. A little pause here. And then use your hands to help lift you up. Come on into a seated position. Whatever seated position is comfortable for you, you can sit up on a blanket if that feels nice, but you want to really feel like your sits bones down. And so I'm going to sit up on a blanket here. Whatever is comfortable for you. Soften the gaze or close the eyes. Again, a lot of this is visualization and like inner feeling, inner sensation. Mula Bandha is the bottom of your pelvic floor. And so there's not a lot to show. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of this you can do mostly with your eyes closed and just follow along with the visualization and the sensation that you are experiencing, because it is going to be very unique for each of us. So for right now, just imagine this this bottom of your pelvic floor. Sometimes people like to visualize it as a bowl. Sometimes people visualize it almost more like a hammock, like a stretchy hammock. And I like that visualization because it does have movement to it. And so what we're going to do here is just breathe naturally. Just let your breath be natural. And then just start to gently draw that hammock up into the body, pulling up. And then gently release it back down. Take it slow. Bring it up as you just breathe naturally. And then let it come back down. Do a few more. Don't rush. Take your time pulling that tissue up and then gently releasing it back down. You notice that your mind starts to wander. You try to turn this into something. See if you can let go of that and just return to the very simple idea of pulling up, releasing down. And then just let that go. Let the body soften. Take a few breaths and just let your awareness rest at the bottom of your pelvis. Just observing sensation, temperature, tension, or pressure, or release. Noticing any tingling or vibration. Staying right there, the very base of your pelvis, your root. Good, good. And gently let that go. Take a deep breath in. Maybe it feels good to stretch a little to kind of release all of that. And then we'll go ahead and close this by bringing the hands together over the heart. Here, take a nice long deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you for joining me on this adventure through Mula Bandha. So the next time that we meet, we will be focusing on building our awareness and our strength. A little more movement, a little more focus. And as we progress through this challenge, we're going to see how much we can connect with our Mula Bandha, our root lock. And so thank you so much.